Hey, what's going on, Switch Leaders? We're back with another Switch Leader video. Crazy to believe we only have 3 more of these. It's insane. God has been doing so many incredible things over the last year, and I'm excited for what God's going to continue to do over these next couple weeks and into the summer and then into our new semester. I know I've mentioned it a couple times, the idea of splitting services, which we're actually going to do, and I'll have more details. You might even want them later because a lot of us, we forget. But what you may want to know is that we're going to be splitting services next semester. Starting in August, we'll actually be doing split middle school and high school all within the same time frame, and I'll explain a bunch of things with that. And that's very exciting stuff because we're going to get to be more intentional with each of those groups of students, both high schoolers and middle schoolers. I believe that high schoolers and middle schoolers are going to want to invite more, be a part of their high school ministry or their middle school ministry, and be really just have a lot of fun with it. We'll still do combined services every once in a while for big nights, but I believe it's going to be something really special. So as we get closer to that, I'll make sure to get you guys those playbooks of where to be, when to be there, and what to be doing while you're going throughout the experience. So super excited for that. But with all that being said, I want to make you guys aware of the next 3 weeks, what we're going to be talking about, what we're going to be pushing towards, and how we can win as Switch leaders. So I want to encourage you with this week, we have senior night. We're going to be doing 2000s themed Switch. So make sure if you have anything 2000s themed, maybe you got some stuff stored away in the closet, bring it back out because we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have root beer floats. We're going to have a 2000s finish the lyrics, and we're going to have seniors compete, which will be a lot of fun. And then we're going to get to honor them at the very end of the night, bring them up on stage, encourage them, thank them for their investment, and then pray over them as they head into the next season of life, which will still be allowed to be at Switch the next 2 weeks. And after that, a lot of them are going to be coming onto the team as Switch leaders, which I'm super excited for. But with all that being said, that is this Wednesday night. So make sure you remind your students, root beer flows, 2000s themed, a lot of fun. So make sure you encourage your students to invite their friends. On top of that, next week, we're going to be pushing, even just this week from stage, next week, we're going to be really pushing into student leaders because student leader signing day is here in a couple of weeks, which we're super excited for. We'll have a table out in the lobby. If you want to be a part of that in any way, shape, or form, let me know. We'd love to have you repping Switch on the weekend and making a big difference for our incoming 6th graders and, quite frankly, anyone who wants to sign up to serve. And so we'll talk about more about that from stage and let our students and you guys know what that looks like. But I do want to encourage you. If you have a student who's interested in serving, the easiest way to do it is to get them registered in the moment. You can find that in your Life Church app. It's under the Switch Leader resources, and it says student volunteer application or registration link, and that will get them registered instantly, and we'll get them in the game. It's the fastest way to do it. It's the easiest way to do it, and I put that in there for you guys so that you don't have to be looking for, hey, what do I do? Who do I talk to? This person wants to do this. No, then and there, you as their leader and as their pastor get to share with them and honestly share the joy of signing up in the first place alongside of them. So you can help them do that in the Life Church app, and I can show you guys. If you guys have any questions, let your coach know, let myself know, but that is in the Switch Leader resources within your Life Church app. And then that following week, last week of Switch is June 4th. June 4th is the last week of Switch, so make sure that you are continuing to remind your students that June 4th is the last week, but that will also be the week that we are welcoming in brand new 6th graders into our ministry. We're going to get to give them an incredible experience. We're going to have a lot of fun, and I'm super excited to not just meet incoming and new 6th graders, but also welcome them in and give them a taste of what Switch really is all about. So I'm super excited for that. In the last couple seconds, I want to take here in just over the next couple seconds with you is over the next couple of months as we take July, about half of June and all of July off minus summer Switch, is we have the opportunity to continue to meet with our students. Just because we're not meeting in Switch, we know Switch is not just a building and a thing that we do on Wednesday nights, but it is a move of God, and we're not just going to church, we are the church, and we exist for the world. So whether it's you and your students in your small group want to create plans to serve out one of our local mission partners, Mansfield Mission, for example, or maybe you guys just want to meet up and do a Bible study once a month over the next couple of months. And whatever that looks like, I'd encourage you to stay connected to your students, because one of the hardest things that I see is students, they just kind of forget that their weekly rhythm is going to switch on Wednesday nights. And if we can have any part to play in that, of reminding them of the importance of community, we want to do everything that we possibly can, from what they've learned over the last year, learned over the last semester, to what they experience every single day. So I want to encourage you, make sure that you have your students' contacts information, that you're following up with them, and that we're caring for them, because we're not just leading students that come here on a Wednesday night. We are leading a generation to fall more deeply in love with the Lord. And so I want to encourage you, continue to follow up with, continue to challenge your students to grow, and maybe even continue to meet with your students as you continue to go throughout the summer. So if you guys have any questions over the next couple of weeks, if there's anything that I can be doing for you, your coaches, anything like that, please let us know. And we look forward to seeing you this Wednesday night for senior night, 2000s themed. Wear your 2000s themed gear, and we'll see you guys at Huddle at 6:15. Love y'all.